Art Express is a selection of, say, some of the top artworks from the 2006 HSC Visual Arts students. The New South Wales Gallery here picks so many works, about 51 works. So it's my gallery, and yeah, so this is my work here.
It was my dream to get into Art Express because art has been part of my life for ages, and especially this gallery because it's the first gallery I ever went to, and it's just, I loved it. I found where I belonged when I came here, and I asked my teacher, like, I really want to get into this gallery, and she believed in me. So from that moment, it's like we were going to make something extraordinary together.
I'm ecstatic that I got in, for one thing. Like, I came here last year and looked at all the different artworks, and there was actually one here. It was like Revenge of... it was like a storyboard one with a girl making up her HSC artwork, and I was like, I'm so going to be in this spot, in this art gallery next year, and that was my goal, and I managed to do it, so I'm very happy about that.
My artwork's called Saga, and it just means to document like a period of time through in society, and so I want to explore Hansel and Gretel, Sleeping Beauty, and Alice in Wonderland in sex, death and religion. So sex was exploring homosexuality and transgenderism and how like that's being accepted in society, and how Sleeping Beauty was symbolic of war and terrorism, and the Alice in Wonderland was talking about how science and religion have kind of like been clashing into our society. I took each element of like each panel differently, so like there were separate photos, but eventually I just took one general background and then I photoshopped like each character into it.
It's called Untitled after Hokusai, who's a Japanese artist, and that's where the ink sort of style comes from. I've mainly explored, I guess, the act of creation in an artwork. I started all of them with ink paintings, mostly black ink watered down with water, and then they were really spontaneous sort of creations. And the canvases came from an enlarged image of an ink painting. It was just a snippet, and I blew it up and then worked back into it with acrylic paint, charcoal, some ink, a lot of white. It went through a lot of different colours, but yeah, this is how it worked out.
Each individual sort of panel, each individual little one was created in isolation by itself. They were all individual artworks, so I sort of get the photos and get the feel for the photos, and then create the panel from what I got from the photos, and then it'd be cast aside and it'd be left, and I'd go to the next one. I start the next one. They're all created individually, but all somehow I think in the end were linked by sort of the connotations and that style that I was creating as I was going. They were linked by that. Using really old cameras, I was using really old, like 120 medium format cameras, and then all the way up to sort of big digital works like this one. I was using a big digital SLR as well. So using a wide range of cameras and more trying to find the beauty and exploring my world through not so much the clean, crisp photo, but more the blurred and over-contrasted colours and that type of thing. So, yeah.
Just regarding the colour in the works, it's just sort of as it comes, nothing's really planned with them. The soft toys, they're from paintings that didn't work, and the books were a way that I could get, because you can't fill paintings with text, so I thought if I wrote books then it'd be a way that they're also shown to the audience.
My concept was about children as victims, and I've used watercolour to symbolise how they're translucent and how they've been damaged as a child. Like, it's how, when you grow up, you're still that child inside, and it's like your actions are dictated by that. My whole artwork is called Forever Dirt altogether, and it's also got a religious significance to me, because we believe in Islam that people are made from the earth, and these people are always going to be dirt to everyone else because of the way people treat them.
Well, it's called Revenge is Cheap, and I've always been kind of distressed at the plight of broiler and battery hens, and just how we treat them and everything. And it never seemed like such a big leap to assume that the bird flu epidemic was actually a way of poultry getting their revenge on humanity, and so I kind of took that to the next level. And so in all these different pictures, a bird is getting revenge on this family or this apartment, and you can see through different windows different acts of revenge. Basically, there were like many different layers to how I did it. I sketched it out in pencil, and then I went over it in ink, like with just a pen, and then I went over it with ink and whatever else I had to go over it with, like whether it be like acrylic or whatever.
It gives me a sense of pride that people actually want to come and look at my artwork, so it just kind of makes me feel like that all that hard work, it's not just going to get stashed away again. So yeah, it's really important